So what happens with Gilbert Burns now? Does Burns have to go back to the end of the line? I mean, we don't even know when Burns is going to be better. We'd hate to see him lose an opportunity at the world title, but you do understand within this sport, but what a difference a day makes. I mean, things could change very quickly Saturday. By example, if you're thinking, no, Burns should get to fight Kamaru Usman, the end, everybody agreed to it, and that's just the way it should be. Okay, I don't disagree with you. But what happens if Kamaru Usman doesn't come out of this fight with the world championship? Does Burns still have to fight Kamaru Usman? I mean, just by example, Kamaru and Gilbert had a relationship. They were teammates. They were friends. Gilbert asked for the opportunity. Kamaru says, you got it. If I got to give it to somebody, you're damn right I'm going to give it to my friend. I mean, there was some things that happened there that may not exist after Saturday. You have to look at those things. I look back at a few fights that fell through, and they never got them back together. John Jones, Dan Henderson, UFC 151. But when that fight fell through, John was still the champion. Henderson was apparently just no longer the number one contender. However that worked, however that story played out, but that fight never got put back on. You guys will remember when Conor and RDA were going to fight for the title. That fight not only never got put back on, I don't even hear that fight discussed. I'm half pissed off at RDA because he never did get that fight. I mean, RDA told us he was going to fight Conor, and all I know is RDA and Conor did not fight. I still feel that they owe us that fight. And then, of course, Khabib and Tony. Would we try on that 5 times? I only bring those up as an example because what a difference a day can make. And you'll hear of some of these guys that are negotiating with the UFC or they want to have a long-term deal, but it's one of these very hard things where you don't know who that guy's next fight is going to be. The landscape changes extremely rapidly. Look at Masvidal's situation. Masvidal was not fighting for a world championship when I woke up this morning. He now is. He's on an airplane right now. But that's going to look drastically different. And who knows where the division will go. I mean, we're playing what ifs right now, but let's say Masvidal goes out and beats Usman. Except he beats him in some kind of dramatic fashion, like say the way he beat Ben Askren, for example. He throws one strike, the strike lands, Usman's out. I mean, many people are going to look and they go, okay, you caught him. So now we need to do a rematch, right? The whole you caught him is a very real thing. Some of the biggest rematches that we've ever seen in this sport are because somebody got caught. Sarah St. Pierre comes to mind. By example, that's a very real thing. Who knows if that's the storyline and that's the way this whole thing's going to unfold, but you have so many different moving parts in a very good division. 170 pounds is a great division. Tyron Woodley, while coming off of defeat to Gilbert Burns, went out there and handled his business like a man. You got poor Leon can't leave the country. You got Colby's getting ready to do something. These are all meaningful names. Gilbert Burns, every bit as meaningful, every bit as deserving. But will the story change? For example, if Masvidal comes, just one question, just to prove my point here. If Masvidal beats Kamaru, are you going to want to see Masvidal versus Burns, Masvidal versus Colby, or Masvidal in a rematch with Usman? And you don't have to hand me the answer now, but this is the game that you're playing. You never know what that next option is going to be. You never know how those next matches are going to look. That's why you want to always take those opportunities and put yourself in the best situation. Best situation for when that phone rings. How in shape can I be? How close to weight can I be? How good of a performance can I go out there and have? But the bottom line is when that opportunity comes up, say yes.